So I did pick up a few things for $15 on the Facebook. So we got a socket. She's a Craftsman. Size she is 7/16. Nice size masonry bit and a twist bit. But what we were targeting is this beast. This is a mortise chisel. So you can see the bit right there. It cuts into the wood. This mounts on your drill press, I think, and pushes down. It's got a special bit in the middle to clear out the waste, which isn't working for me, but came with 3. I think I have a couple already. So we just kind of cleaned them up, but yeah, this is a better example of what it's supposed to look like. This big one doesn't seem to have a bit, or maybe this is the bit for that. Yeah. And came with the traditional box of bits, sharpening stone, so that's kind of nice. And it came with this cool hook. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had done that. Yeah, it's got a really severe hook. I guess it goes like that. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be putting that back together shortly. So yeah. Oh no, we won't, because we don't have any juice. We gotta go get some juice. It also came with a couple micrometers. This one was all rusty. This one's a new one, but it doesn't turn right. But this one turns really nice. This one's hard, so I have to Google on that. But you can always use a mic. I see my little kittens. Hi, kittens. You can come and play with me? Kittens. Come here, little kittens. You want some food? Are you playing, little kittens? What you doing, little kittens? I'm gonna get some food, kittens. Kittens, are you hungry? I got some canned food for you. You want some food, little kittens? Little kitten heard some food. That's good for little kittens. This is going to be my cat trapper. Now we got to be stealthy. This is hard at 6'1", 225. Got pretty close this time. She can eat and watch. Little kittens. Come on, little kittens. I just want to hold you. So I spent about $30. The 2 estate sale garage sales. So I bought this for like $5. I'm taking most of the stuff out. A bunch of fasteners. Don't know what this is. It's kind of cute. It's got a little clampy on here and clampy on here. Not sure what. Sheet metal screws. I know what this is, but I don't know what it goes to. On top here, got like fasteners. I think these are for the snow plow. So it breaks the pin instead of the plow or the snow thrower. Sheet metal screws and or these things. Don't need those. I paid $20 for the fluids. This alone is like $28. I got 3 WD-40s, some PV blaster, power steering fluid, some emergency tire inflator, some oils, and some wasp spray. This came with this, some bloody dowels, and it looks like some jewelry, crystals. I don't know what's going on there. More fasteners, drywall screws. I haven't even opened this up yet. Obviously more bolts. Yay. Could use that yesterday. This is handy. Drywall hasp. I'll be doing some drywall in the next 2 days. So this allows you just to rip down some drywall fast. This is a classic Klein tool can opener. These are when you got bolts that are just too fucked up to come out. It's missing like 3 of them, but yeah, maybe I'll get some small ones. I'm not even sure what's in here yet. Clearly tape measure. Looks like some razor blades. A bunch of classic CDs. Some of the cases: Neil Diamond, Tina Turner, Private Dancer, Eddie Money, That's at the Car, Journey, Huey Lewis in the News, Eric Clapton. This is that goofy tape that fixes everything. Haven't tried that yet. Thought this was a find. So a mask when you're working, but it's only got one ventilator. So glazing putty when you're working on your car. Not sure what this is, but I got 1 and 2. Guy must have worked at the Home Depot because he had a bunch of these. Allen key thingy and a power supply to something. Yep, lower price. What else? Some really nice safety gloves. But these are glove department. And some an extra oil container. Some little fuses, ironically, for Christmas lights, because I was screwing around with those. Outdoor splicers, and then a tile crimper, and a really nice pipe cutter, and some foam. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. Hopefully it's going to rain here. It hasn't rained in a while. It rained like a billionth of an inch this morning, but, ooh, JB Weld, water weld. Never know, we need some water welding. So, yeah, I got to go organize this and get it put away. Well, Sophia went to Athens last weekend, and this piece started flopping around. This goes underneath the front dam of her car, and it was damaged in a little fender bender. What's amusing is once I got it out, and these things were all disconnected. So it was connected to the front of the bumper, but flapping. So that didn't help. These had all broken off, and they weren't actually doing anything. And so I just removed it because I thought I bought one. I ordered one. It's not as high quality, but it's intact. And some of the holes kind of match. But like over here, that hole, I mean, these match, but it's a completely different shape. So and then this thing's over here, but it's not. It's missing this one. So I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can send it back. I think I got it from Evil Bay. I don't know. So she doesn't really need it. What is amusing is this. Enhance. So this is what happens at the junkyard when you buy used parts. They identify the month and the year the car was made, so you know that this is a Prius. June, it looks like, 99. I definitely got the part number here. So I'm going to try and cross-reference this and see what this fits. But yeah, not terribly impressed with this. I did hear that there were some issues, but it was only like 30 bucks. And yeah, so maybe you get what you pay for. I don't know. So this one won't turn over. So I looked. If I plug power directly into the starter motor, it spins, but it goes clunk and then stops. I think the solenoid's dead. It hasn't been working 100% for years. So I looked, and new ones are like $65, which I was thinking like hundreds of dollars. Start for a car, that would be a lot. But this one, which is a pretty good size one, she's got a lot of compression. That's the starter right there. So we're probably just going to order a starter. I think I'm going to remove this and then bench test it, and that will probably tell me just to replace it. So I haven't put this back on because I'm waiting for the oil filter. The oil filter is in here, or the fuel filter. So I just kind of bolted enough to get on there. I did take the battery out. I checked the fluids. I put more in. It's got 13 volts. It actually seems to be working well. Here again, though, a new battery's like 50 bucks, so probably just replace on that. So then I zip tied everything back together on here with lots of zip ties. I did my little stitching trick. So yeah, it's got 200,000 on there. So I think I'm gonna have to move the car. Still working on the cat. Hi, kittens.
She's so good.
The scratches on my hands would belittle that comment. Hi, kittens.
She just needs to know that she has love.
Gentle kittens. Hi, kittens. She's a little beast. So there he is. Enhance. Enhance. I believe his operus modus is that if I don't see him moving, he's not there. He does like to hang upside down and eat his corn. So as I was driving to work today, I heard a crack and I didn't know what it was. And then I noticed that my mirror was wobbling and I just touched it and it came down. And interesting enough, that is the glass that broke. That's not just glue. It's literally the glass separated. So a couple things that I found interesting. One is clearly whoever put this on didn't center it. And yeah, what the heck is this? And even more importantly, what the heck is this? Not exactly it. So put some glue on later today. Put this back up. Meanwhile, I don't have any tape on it. This thing's just driving me crazy. It's just kind of floating around here. But yeah, great. It's interesting those lights are flashing in the video. They're not flashing in real life. The car is wobbling a little bit. It's going to be about 93 today. Still, that shouldn't have broken. Looking at this further, this has been broken for a while. Because there wouldn't be silicone in between the glass. Here, it's to clean all that out. Fortunately, it's easier to clean now. It's nice and warm. Yeah, I think I mentioned before my mirror fell off, so I disconnected the mirror and this plastic stuff just kind of pops right off. I cleaned the tape residue. Well, no, I didn't. Thought I did. God damn it. Let me back on that again. So, yeah, I have no idea what this is, where it goes, if it's a sensor. I don't know.
Looks like a dildo.
Get the fuck away from me before I fucking hit you. And then, what the hell's this thing? So I got the part numbers. There's a little tiny part number on here. So I'm going to see what this is. Now, why? Because I have rain sensing washers that I like. But I don't know, like, where that sensor goes. So, yeah, I got to Google all this. This happened last winter. And then this happened this spring. They kind of go different places. It's all on this side. It's on the drinker side. So I taped the mirror up on the way home, but of course the tape came apart because I used the cheap tape because it didn't need to be permanent. And this has a lot of goo on there, and I got to get all the goo out of there. So I went to the Auto Zone, Advance Auto, and bought this. Why? Well, the regular stuff says hold for 5 minutes and then secure for overnight, and I don't have overnight. And this piece, this doesn't seem to want to come off, and I don't, maybe there's a way to take it off. I don't know. So what I'm holding is it's going to be the whole thing in here. Maybe it turns. I just don't know. So I'm also going to Google this part number because that doesn't look like a BMW part number. Maybe it is. It's just weird. I have a feeling this has been replaced on, and clearly this has been re-glued. So hopefully after I spend an hour cleaning all this plastic shit off and use the right glue, it will stay on. So not very excited about this. And again, I got to figure out where the heck this thing goes. And then, like, what is this? I don't have a transponder. I don't have GPS. It's not the radio. And I don't know what this thing is back here either. Very odd. Maybe that's the rain sensor. I just don't know.
Nice and present. In 1999, he got The Daily Show. That show languished
Scratching the
3
doggy.
years before he got.
So it's day 2. Or dirty little bastard kittens. She's getting a little feistier. Spike is definitely not happy. Somebody keeps attacking his tail. She's got little tiny needle claws there. You're gonna get trimmed this week. Hey. I'm not a mouse. Cute little bastard. What you doing, kitten? What you doing, Dojo? You go attack the doggy? So on today's episode of What the Fuck They Throw Out Today. So I got 2 nice new Home Depot buckets with joint compound, which ironically Olivia and I need next week. So there's a bag and a bag. There's stainless steel sheet. Beautiful condition, freehold. And this was a little odd. This is a infrared digital camera. We're gonna put this on a property down south. Will it be hooked up? No. Will it draw any power? No. Will it look like we have a pretty serious cam? Yep. Then this is a full box, or mostly full box, of gloves. Latex gloves. And I think each one can make a condom. Not sure. Haven't tried it. But yeah. Boxes look disgusting. We'll throw the box out, but that's at least a month's worth of gloves for working on the car. There you go. So we got the railing wood. I'm gonna have to trim on this. It's got some rough edges, as you can see, but I think I got enough. I need a 5-foot section, a 5-foot section, and then a 15.5-foot section, and there should just be just enough here. The hand does what the hand does. I don't know. Well, slow down. Why is it even empty? In my size? Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. Got him. These even have zippers. I don't like the zippers. The pockets. You know, without pockets and zippers, it's just underwear. You got a tech kitty here. Oh. Doji. Very subtle. Meanwhile, Georgia sleeps. You got sharp little claws and teethers. I'm not a paint cushion. was friendly. Come on, guys, I gotta go. Little kitty staying in the ground. Okay, well, I let it set overnight. I did end up, it seems to be secure. So basically they glue like a hex bolt that you twist the mirror off. So I was able to remove that from the mirror with the broken glass still attached. I carefully cleaned it, and then I put a shit ton of the adhesive on there, which I think was a super good activator. So I'm kind of feeling ripped off because it wasn't worth $11. You can buy it at a woodworking store. But I don't have any activator, and that really makes a difference to super glue. Super glue itself takes forever to dry relative to super glue, the activator. Well, anyhow, so I let it sit for 20 minutes, and then I put the mirror on there, reconnected all the digitals, and then put the plastic over there. Unfortunately, I broke one of the tabs on the plastic. Honestly, I didn't know the plastic thing came apart until I was like manipulating it. Next thing you know, it was broken. Well, not broken, but apart. There are 4 latches, 3 are remaining. So I'm gonna have to get a new windshield at some point, but yeah. Clearly she's traumatized by the event. We don't know what this is, but it seems to be pretty effective. So I'm gonna put a little line on here. Let's see what the cat does. Jojo, 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 no. Stop licking the container. Here, here, Jojo. She's been also taken to biting the stick. Yeah, she likes it. And the mouse. I think she wants more. So I'm doing the railing, and we got the first one. I didn't have a choice. I had to inset this in, but this is 1 3/4 inches, which brings this over to here, which means it'd be like right here for the bracket. So this is being the other side. If it was 1 3/4 inches, I'd be like that, and I don't like that. So I'm bringing it in 1/2 inch. I learned on that one, and I should have known better. This wood will split. It has to be drilled to the width. So this is the hole I start with. This is the hole I then drive in, because that is the width of the shaft, so just the threads are exposed. And then for the first inch through the decking, I use this size, which is the size of, I guess that's the shake versus the threaded area. So start the hole, do that width, so the threads go through, but the solid part is this width, and then cut this part in there so we don't split like, well, you can't see it, but it's right underneath there. So this still has to be leveled, but I'm gonna get the others installed first. This is mold. I read about this, but it's kind of weird. I need to paint that. Also need to clean it, so gotta clean that window too. It's like somebody did a whole bunch of construction here. So I have more Echo Dots than I actually need, because I had to upgrade one too recently. So an Echo Dot costs, when it's on sale, like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, maybe 30 bucks. I don't know. It doesn't cost 70 bucks. But the holder costs like 50 bucks. So that's what I made me. Little Echo Dot holder. So basically I found a round hole, made it, chopped it out. Now this one has a little extra feature. See right up there? Cable retention. Although I realized I could just put a piece of Velcro on here, which is probably what I'll do. But Echo, play that fucking music, right, boy?
Play that funky music by Wild Cherry on Amazon Music.
So I don't really, I have my Raspberry Pi, but I got to drag the phone out to use this, and I love my Pi, but sometimes voice control's nice, so we did that. next project we have is this. This is a tree that my wife used to take to school. Now she doesn't go to school, so it came home and she wanted to throw it out. You can see the lights aren't working at the bottom, hence the Charlie Brown. But since the lights start at the bottom and go up, I know that electricity is getting up there. So I found the fuses and stuff. I'm going to try and fix on this. Once this works, then we'll put it back in the box. And I'm just going to donate it or ask her if she wants it. Probably donate. I'm trying to downsize because I got stuff in here. I got plenty of stuff. What I don't need is another fucking Christmas tree. Oh, I got to feed the squirrels. The squirrels. I caught the squirrel taking the whole corn cob a couple days ago. I thought it was raccoons. No, might have been raccoons, but that time it was a squirrel. So these are the fuses, little guys. So I'm going to use the multimeter here to check the fuses. So this just isn't going to work. But if the wires are connected, it's not 1, it's 0. We're damn close to it. So that will tell us whether the fuses are good. Now we know the fuses are good, but I don't know if both fuses are good. That fuse is good. Tiny fuses. Shit. Don't drop the fuse. Where? How the fuck am I supposed to? To be the world's, like, they couldn't afford a 3-cent fuse or just a 2-cent. We'll be right back. So yeah, we'll hit record this time. So we tested on both fuses, so we know that the fuses are good because the number changes. There's 1, and assume we don't drop the little fucker again. There's 2, and number 2. Now help me understand. 2. So it's got to be a bad light bulb someplace in there, and of course they're not LED, and not that LEDs are the only things that don't fail. The incandescents fail, obviously. They didn't make any fucking sense. Let's start over. Even though it's not LED, the lights will fail, and if they were LED, they will fail as well. There we go. So now we got to go find the bad light bulb. Okay, so since we have one strand that is working, we're going to do the what if we took a light bulb out test. So we're going to jam a screwdriver in there and do a little bit of twisting, and sure. So yeah, it only takes one light bulb. Pull the light bulb out, they all die. So it's one light bulb in this freaking tree. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Just takes one. I did a cursory search so far. I have not found any that are obviously damaged. It only takes one. I don't have an easy way to test this. I can use my multimeter, and if you don't, if it still says 1, you know that the electricity is not flowing through it. The only disadvantage is this particular one doesn't beep when it has continuity, meaning that power flows through it. Plus, the light bulb would light up, so it probably, I got to look at the numbers each one. So it's a very simple process. Take each one out from beginning to end, test, replace the bad ones. And I'm thinking I'm just maybe going to file it in there, because this is just pissing me off. I don't know how many lights are on here, but you can see up here, there's a couple. Now, what's interesting is that light bulb's out, yet there's still lights on. But that may explain why, even though she's got a plug down here, some of these seem to be out. So we're going to replace on those and see if we can get those to work. Why? I don't know. Because again, because I can, it's like 5-10 light bulbs versus 100. What was odd is when I took that light bulb out, they all went out. Now it works. So yeah, that didn't expect that. There's some redundancy in the wiring here, because there's like multiple cables here. So you see there's 2, and then over here there's like 4 to this one. So yeah, there's something funky going on. Maybe there's 2 strands per, I don't know. But I didn't expect the light to go out and then to work. There's some logic here that isn't like working for me. So somewhere around here lurks a 2-pound kitten. See, a 30-pound kitten. There it is. Hey, Dojo. Sideways dance. I really think this adds the ambience that my garage has been lacking. Okay, so we're doing the last piece. So I tried brazing this. I mean, it probably hold, but I'm just gonna tack weld this piece in, and I'm gonna put another piece over here. Just lock her in. Maybe we'll get one into there. I don't know. What I need is my lead weight that weighs about 25 pounds to sit right here. We'll have to use our lead foot, I guess. But I cut out a couple pieces of scrap metal. This is all welded in there, so I can't really. But we'll do something, even if it's wrong. Yeah. So let's crank it up to B. Give it some juice. Give it a little more feed. Let's go. The helmet of doom. Oh, she's ugly. You know you're welding wood when it catches on fire. But, yeah, that should hold on there. It looks like it blew through that a little hard. To come back and fill that in. So she looks fine on top. She's a little ugly on the bottom, but nobody's gonna give a shit. So I'm gonna put a little paint on there. Believe it or not, I'm just gonna donate these to the local Kiwanis. They have a big rummage sale. There'll be updates on that. But yeah, just wanted them to be in good shape so that somebody will use them. They're probably worth billions of dollars on their retro design, but I'm not a big seller. I don't know. But she's a little tweaked. Oh well. Okay, so the original design of this table, which was done 2 years ago, Father's Day weekend, was to have these back pieces on there, and I don't know why I didn't put them on, or I forgot or something. So I went ahead and cut those, and I went and burned them. But in the process, I don't know what I was thinking. I screwed each other board to each other board, but it's still coming apart. So I'm gonna use this threaded rod I grabbed out of the trash a few months ago. This is 22 inches. Believe it or not, that drill bit is 24 inches. And we'll see in a moment, but it went all the way through. So we're gonna thread that rod through, then we'll put a little recess, put a washer and a nut, and repeat on the other side. So hopefully that went all the way through. She's got people coming over tomorrow. So I finished welding on those and I put them on the Facebook, and somebody locally wants to come hopefully tomorrow and buy them. So net positive instead of donating them. I guess that's good. I helped her paint that piece of wood over there. Then she's been complaining that the original design wasn't right. And so I added these. I blackened the one side because I need to blacken them and then oil them, and people are going to sit out tomorrow. I don't want them to get dirty. But as we're removing this, it fell apart. So I put in a bolt all the way through on either side. That was a long drill bit. So that is done. And I darkened the back side of the wood on the new pieces, this being the new piece. So yeah, I brought that out of the trash a few years ago, and kind of put back together. Then we moved this around, and she moved stuff around here. So I don't know. I'm gonna donate that to the dog pound, because the dogs, you can fit 5 Yorkies on there, and I only have 2, and they never use it. And we've had this for years, and maybe she'll sit on it. I don't know. There's a piece I'm missing for the railing at the corner. So it was really hot today. I didn't do that. I just cut the grass and stuff. So plants are getting big. I think this is 3rd week. They're getting pretty big. Yeah, they got big. So there we go. Well, today's the day that I try to make those into less wide straight boards. You can see this one's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I think what I'm going to have to do is like find one of these that's straight and use that and like somehow attach this to this and then go through and make a straight edge. Once I get one straight edge, I'm good. Now the other approach is just kind of straighten this out, just draw a line and try and saw the line. The problem is that it, you know, if this was 3 feet long, that wouldn't be a hard thing to do, but these are 8 feet long. Well, actually a little 8.5. So I'm gonna be like here and the blade's gonna be there. And yeah, so I'm not sure. If I pick the good side, just put the little tiny screws in here. Actually, this is where the super glue comes in really handy. I don't have that I should have, because it just got a super glue piece of wood across here, and then of course it would be like this. Obviously, I got some edge issues that I need to work out. So I wanted to pick a day where, you know, she's in there doing the schoolwork and not interrupting me every 10 minutes with, can you help me move this, or what do you think? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the outdoor saw for this, just because we got a lot more room here. But first I gotta dig out the outside saw. She's back there somewhere. Can't quite see her. I think she's over here. I don't know. Nope, not there. Well, let's go put our eyes on her. Let me turn some lights on here. Really happy with my holder. There she is. She's right there. There she is. She's good to go. So it's close to 3 o'clock on Sunday, and thought I'd try this estate sale. I hit 2 areas: tools and compact discs. So next door's got a big house. She's driving by this for years. Horse farm.